Hey guys, PsYStarcraft here, and I have a live commentary for all of you. It's going to be a Zerg versus Protoss. I know there's been a lot of those lately, but it just happens to be the first game I started recording, so it's going to be that. And it's going to be on Xel'Naga Caverns. And Zerg versus Protoss, I feel like it's my worst matchup, but it's gotten a lot better since the Reddit tournament, since I actually learned how to play it. That sort of thing, so hopefully it'll be a good matchup. I like my fast expansion build, so I'm going to be going for a 15 hatch, and of course the new patch is out today. You guys check it out if you haven't already. Of course it's hard not to check it out because when you load StarCraft it loads the patch automatically. But anyway, Protoss received a buff, Void Ray buff I'm fine with. It'll discourage Colossus versus Colossus in PvP, hopefully. But the Phoenix buff, not necessary at all. Phoenix were already pretty damn good. Now they train even faster, so you have to watch out for them earlier. Terran, I think the SCV's repair was changed, and so they take the same priority as the unit they're repairing. That's good. And also Zerg, I don't think Zerg was changed at all, actually. But anyway, the biggest change that impacts Zerg, in my opinion, is that you can no longer wall off a ramp with 2 pylons. You now need 3 pylons to wall off a ramp. It's going to make fast expanding a lot more convenient. And we see here he's actually trying to block my fast expansion, but it's just a scout. I'm going to hide a drone up here and hopefully put down that fast expansion anyway. Yeah, it looks like I am going to fool him. He's going to come into my base. I'm going to run this drone past him and expand, and he's going to... I don't know how he's going to react to that, but I have a drone scouting, so we'll see just how he reacts to that. Scoot on past him, expand, build 1 drone up to 15, and then I'll be dropping my pool. But you got to keep a close eye on that probe. See exactly what he's doing. He's going gateway first. I don't think he's going to bother to drop 3 pylons in the main and try to do that block out, because that's just 200 minerals is one thing. 300 is just, that's a lot of minerals, man. I don't know if you even want to try that. Second gateway, so he is getting 2 gates. This is going to be either early stalker pressure, either like early double stalker pressure. Yeah, that's actually what it's looking like. Or lots of zealot pressure. So I am going to get speedlings. Yep, it's going to be stalkers. He's not getting a zealot from there. So I'm going to get speedlings as soon as I can. That's why I threw down that gas immediately and try to fend this off. Of course, I always want to try to fend anything off, so it's kind of weird to say that. But yeah, I want my speed to come out as soon as I can. And I'm probably going to drop a spine right here. That'll minimize a lot of the stalkers' damage that they do. So I know what to expect. He's not going to try any kind of cheesy cannon play. It's all up to me to defend against his stalkers. So it's I like these kind of games. I like knowing what I'm getting into. It's always a good thing in any game, I suppose. And I'm not going to do a transfer just yet. I'm just going to rally my drones to that location. I'm not going to do a transfer. I am going to build a spine crawler. But the reason I'm not transferring is because I know he's going to bring a lot of aggression to this base with his 2-gate stalker play. And I don't want my drones to be vulnerable. I don't want them to be targets while all that is going on. So I'm going to keep them there for now in my main. Speed is almost ready to start being researched. Now he's going to get his stalkers here before my speed is done. But that's okay, because stalkers don't do a ton of damage. They are very annoying. I actually should have made a creep tumor with that queen. They're very annoying, but they don't do a lot of damage, and once I get speed, they're going to be completely nullified. So hopefully he doesn't try some kind of stalker zealot all in. If he does, I'll be in kind of trouble. Okay, yep, here come the stalkers. He's going to try to run up my ramp. I don't want to let him do that. The spine crawler is actually a little bit out of position. I'm going to realign it. I'm going to train a couple wings. Well, I'm going to try to realign it anyway. Oh my god, I'm misclicking like crazy here. He is targeting my drones, and this is why I shouldn't have rallied to my expansion. Now, he's going to be doing some damage to units that don't really matter. He could have tried to kill an overlord, but luckily my speedling speed is almost done. I'm actually overproducing lings right now. I'm making like 10 lings, and that's not really necessary. It's something I tend to do. I tend to overreact. I didn't really need 10 lings. I need maybe like 6 more with these 4 or these 5 I have. And he actually snipes that creep tumor, so that was actually a really smart move by him. But I'm just going to drone up and make sure I have supply. Once my speed gets done, if I can manage a run by, that'd be great. Don't know if I'll be able to. My queen is straying a little bit too far. My speed is almost up, and I'm running away to discourage him from running away himself. I'm going to pretend like I don't have speed ready, but I do have speed ready. I'm going to get us around. Those stalkers are going to die. Now I'm going to macro up. There go the stalkers. Going to poke in and see if he is expanding or what the heck he's doing. And going to drone really, really hard. So not the best handling of that defense right there. My spine was out of position. I shouldn't have had any drones over there. Although I'm going to transfer a few now. And yeah, he is expanding, and he's only got a few stalkers, so I might be able to surround one. He does have a Zealots. I'm going to try to kill this stock. Ah, this is not good. So I did kill a Stalker. Wasn't really worth it. Lost a lot of Zerglings, but this is freeing me up to macro pretty hard because I know he's expanding. I'm going to start my lair. I should have done that sooner. I actually have a lot of gas, and I'm still rallying drones to that expansion, so that's kind of a mistake. And always make sure to inject. Inject, inject, inject. Going to get a third queen as well for some creep tumors. Stick my wings on the whatchamacallums, towers, and just keep on getting some drones because I don't anticipate he's coming. He lost 2 stalkers, a 3rd stalker, and he's expanding, so I don't expect any kind of attack from him. So I'm going to take this time to drone up, and once my lair gets done, I'm going to immediately research burrow to discourage any kind of force field play if he does force field, and of course stalker or any kind of like 5-gate attacks, stuff like that. And I'm also going to I don't know. That's all I'm really going to do is research burrow and I guess roach speed. Obviously, if you don't get roach speed, if you don't know that you're supposed to get roach speed against Toss, then you probably shouldn't be playing this game. And always stay ahead in the overlord count. So there goes the roach warren, getting roach speed and some roaches and burrow. Drone count looking pretty good at my my 2 bases. Still going to drone up pretty hard. I'm only on 2 gas right now. You don't need to go crazy on the gas. And looks like he is coming in. This is going to be actually a really well-timed attack from him. I'm going to move my overlords back. I'm just going to pump out mass roaches and try to support this spine crawler and just cross my fingers and hope it works. Because that's actually, it's going to have a lot of units, and my roach burrow isn't going to be done in time. Looks like he is slowing himself down a little bit. I'm not sure what he's doing down there. He might be waiting for a pylon and another warp-in, but I'm going to make sure I have plenty of overlords to reinforce when he does come. And just keep on pumping out the roaches because I don't think that was a feign. I think he really wants to attack here. I just have a feeling. And if he's gonna wait for burrow, that'd be great. Yep, there he is. There he is. Burrow almost up. I can feel it. Oh, he doesn't even have that much. I'm gonna go slaughter this. Look at this. He doesn't have much at all. I don't know why this horse is so small. Speed should be up soon. Oh, he's gonna force field me out. I was just about to say that. Gonna force field me out. I don't have burrow just yet. That was careless for me to run into that choke like that. Really, really, really stupid mistake. Really, really stupid. But yeah, you can see my gas is getting a bit high. My queens did survive. That's good. So I'm gonna drop my 2 geysers, and I'm gonna drop a evolution chamber. My minerals are really high because I didn't get my 3rd and 4th gas soon enough. So yeah, let that be a lesson. Oh, miss rally from him. I do have my speed. Oh, what is he doing? This is a huge mistake. He is attacking while I'm down here, though. But that's fine. I can clean up this army. If he doesn't pull back right now, he's going to lose this entire army. Oh, that's a big mistake on his part. Even if he kills the hatch, that doesn't matter. I have such a huge force, I can counterattack and win the game. That's a big, big mistake on his part. I just have so many roaches right now. It's not going to take that long to rebuild the hatchery. I'm going to do that after that egg moves out of the way. And now I'm just going to make mass roaches. I don't need drones right now. I have plenty of drones. And I'm just going to mass roach and try to win the game out right here. I do have burrow. That's going to be nice. Going to try to pick off any cannons that would prevent my burrow from being effective. Going to spread some creep in the meantime. And I have a feeling this is going to be GG. He might even just GG like immediately. I'm going to run in here, kill this cannon. There goes the cannon. Burrow these roaches. Burrow these roaches. Burrow these roaches. Let them heal up, wait for some reinforcements, and unburrow. Now just attack. See how he moved on top of my army? That's another good thing about burrow. He's going to attack command onto my army, and that'll allow me to just burrow, and then when he loses track of his units and attacks onto my roaches, I unburrow, and he loses, basically. But, yeah, gas is still pretty low. I did not saturate that geyser. That's why. My minerals are extremely high. So I'm not doing the best macro-wise. I think my decision-making has been pretty good so far. And you can see he's just in a terrible spot right now. Killing that hatchery was not worth losing his entire army. I doubt he has an observer out. He probably wants to, yeah, he doesn't have an observer. I'm going to heal up with these roaches. He probably wants to create mortals, which means no observers. I have my 2nd hatchery up. Need to get saturated on my gas. Going to unburrow my roaches now that they're healed up. Continue to rally. Oh, that's kind of weird. It's not letting me select my larva because they're from my old hatchery. His expansion is dead. Now, I don't have burrow move. I killed his expansion. I have a bigger army than him. I'm not going to risk moving up here when he can just force field that. That would be just extremely careless. I'm just going to macro up. My drone count is fine. I'm going to get a hydrogen just because, you know, air is the only thing that can kill me right now. And I'm just going to keep an eye on this expo. You know what? I'll even just burrow a roach right on top of where you build your expo. I'll force you to get an observer. If you don't want to get an observer, that's your problem. Continue to spread creep. Look at my money. Now, this is kind of characteristic of losing that hatchery. Now, you can't just say, oh my god, Psy, you're terrible. Yes, I should have spent my money better. I should have had my gas sooner. But, you know, losing that hatchery is kind of an unusual thing to happen. This isn't a typical game. So cut me a little bit of slack. I do have 4 on this geyser, however, that's kind of silly. But I'm going to bust down these rocks. I'm going to put a hatch there. I'm going to bust down the other rocks and put a hatch there. Double expansion. And I'm actually just going to make a wave of hydras here. Why is it not letting me select these? That's weird. I'm just going to make a wave of hydras and just attack with the hydras once the attack range gets up. And that should end the game. He's going to try to put down another expansion here pretty quick, otherwise he'll lose. He can't all in. He knows the army I have. So I've got 2 expansions. And then I'm going to show some aggression with some hydras. The reason I'm going to attack and expand at the same time is just because I have so much money. Sometimes it's not a good idea, depending on the state of the game. But anyway, here come a lot of hydras. These guys aren't rallied for some reason. This is kind of weird. And I'm going to attack and should end the game in a second here. Die, probe! What is up with my rallies, man? This is like terror bad. I don't even know what's going on here. Is my Hydra speed up yet? Oh, I need to burp so bad. Or my Hydra range. Not quite. But this was kind of an unorthodox game. I hope you guys enjoyed it, at least enjoyed seeing the first-person mode. You can see just losing those 3 stalkers early on, it made his push, his warp gate push, seem so much smaller. I didn't quite get burrow and roach speed in time, but he allowed me the perfect timing to get just enough roaches to defend against it. Once burrow came up, I was fine. And, you know, killing that hatchery, I'm giving you an analysis when I haven't even won, but killing that hatchery when, and losing all your units, not worth it. Totally not worth it. Once he did that, I knew I'd won the game. But anyway, this is going to be the game-ending blow right here. Just make sure not to position my units poorly. And he is going to force field. It's not really going to matter. There's just too many roaches, too many hydras. I'm just basically going to attack move, and he's going to GG any second here. Let's move my hydras in, focus down that immortal. Continue to rally units. You can see all my hatcheries are rallied down to his base. And I wonder if he even has an observer. I'm just curious. Nope, he's still no observer. And see how he ran his units kind of a little bit closer after I burrowed? That's what burrow can do for you. It can be good. No GG from Bandino, but it was a pretty good game, I feel. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It's EVP, and it just shows you a little bit of how to spot what an opponent is doing. I saw the 2 gates, but it wasn't a fast 2 gate. It was a slow 2 gate. And there was a cybernetics core attached to it, so I knew, okay, early stalkers are going to want early link speed and a spine crawler. And the spine crawler was a little bit out of place, and I was a bit careless with my zerglings, but overall, pretty good defense. And the roaches came just in time for his 4-gate pressure, or 5-gate or 6-gate, whatever he was doing. So I hope you guys learned a lot. And of course, if you guys want this wonderful GG button that I've been using in the last couple of commentaries, ggbutton.com. They are not sponsoring me or anything. I just think it's awesome. So as always, you guys. GG! GG! GG!